like, I just want to surpass this one thing that I don't want happening. I don't want to get married to no old man. And that's what kept her going through the books, through the test. And once she passes that test, it's like she goes to like this very rich province and everybody talks different and they speak different and they make fun of how she's doing. And, she's figuring out how to be like the baddest in the academy, how to succeed, and how to never go back to where she came from. Mind you, there is like chi and there's magic and stuff, and there's meditation and gods and all kinds of stuff. Yes, get on that. Then the Dragon Republic. I was not ready. Okay. When this lady came to talk about the Poppy War, she was not playing. She did not leave out not one detail, one gruesome detail about war. It was, yeah, I had to stop. I had to stop in between because some of the things that happened during war and the reasons for war, she did not skip a detail. And I think that added reality to, some of these fantastical things. There's a reality of discrimination. There's a reality of the dehumanization of people during war. And so even then, to the end, she finds herself and finds a power within herself that I can't wait for the third one. I can't wait. I was dumbfounded, legit. I was like, all right, well, so I'm waiting for the third one, sis, and I'll be here. And so even in my description, in my review of the Poppy War, the original, the first book, it says it here, dumbfounded at how intricately built and written this was. It begins as simply a girl fighting to finesse her way out of the suffocating options of life, and turned into a mythological war thriller. Do I love or hate this hero? Is she a hero? The detail and deprivation of war was gruesome. It felt too real, too deep. And I literally think I found a new favorite author. It will give you hope, joy, terror, and awe. Did I do one for the second? Oh, yeah. See, I continued the absolutely dumbfounded, and this is a different time frame. The twist turns, this is for the Dragon Republic. The twist turns, that ending had me upset and then crushed. I definitely didn't expect it at all. This was a grueling, pain-inducing, difficult to stomach at times, heartbreaking, and at times gratifying ride between gods and woman. Yeah. I have found a new favorite author to follow and wait for this third book. And the narrator adds so many levels to the imagination that it is incomparable. Y'all, you get it all. Fantasy, war, history, all of the things. So I'm going to put that all in here. And for 2020, think back on your decade, whatever you can remember of it, right? Celebrate how far you've come. I think we don't sit and just take that in enough. But you have been through so much. And you're still here, thriving, surviving, learning, growing. And, sometimes you got to do a snoop on you. and be like, I thank myself for believing in me. And that's real. Like, we only have ourselves. Yes, we have other people, but the only person we'll forever sleep with and forever be with is ourselves. And we must celebrate the fact that we have gone through, blazed through, and have been reborn through. And if there is anything, and this is me reading myself, right? If there's anything you don't ever want to deal with again, at least energetically, focus on removing what no longer weighs you down, what no longer serves you, what weighs you down. And focus on all of the great feelings that you have felt and how can you do more of that. Speak it, write it, ritualize it into existence. Start today. At 20. We don't have to wait till January 1st, 2020 to start creating the energy that you want. I have literally written so many things that I want for 2020, but like in my heart and in my body, I'm trying to memorize and feel how I want it to feel. And not only for 2020, but like the next decade, if I am blessed enough to get there, right? Because we never know. I know I will not be in the same exact place that I was today. And I will diligently work towards consistently changing and evolving and being comfortable with the discomfort of growth and surrender. For my 2020, I don't want to hold back anymore. I think that it's time to get out of my box. And I've been slowly emerging, but now it's like break through, like break it all up and get out of it and be this big, large being that you know you are. I think that as people, and especially in my case, a Black woman, I have learned to be small, and that doesn't even fit me anymore. And if someone else is uncomfortable, so be it. So what is the energy you're trying to keep for the next year, next decade, trying to cultivate for the next decade? The energy I'm keeping from 2019 is the energy of growth, vulnerability, and awareness. Cultivation, doing more things scared and sometimes confused, because self-publishing is a lot. Sometimes I want to find an original press, or like a printing press, and see if I can get it published traditionally. But it's ready, like all of the feelings and energies, and you'll see from my book, I no longer wish them to live within me. I want to let the world have them if they so choose. I'm making space. Like there's a lot of space that I'm making. And that is to attract all that is in my highest good. So happy 2019's end, because it was tough. At least for me. If it was like your highest vibrational year, go you, celebrate it, tweet me, Instagram, DM, email, however. All of that is in the show notes. Get at me. Let us celebrate and throw some champagne onto surviving this decade and celebrating the fact that we're going into a new one and we can actually shape it to how we want it to be. Thank you for this awesome year, for riding with me, and I will see you in a few weeks. It will be next year, but not, too crazy late into the next year. Keep that same energy, guys. I will see you soon. Well, guys, femmes, folks, everyone. And I will see you soon. And if this is the first episode or like the third that you've heard, I got 17 of them. So, you can go back and binge until I come back from this short break. Thank you for an awesome 2019 debut year, y'all. Be well, creatives. Happy holidays. So Anchor and I have been kicking it for as long as Creatively Exposed has been alive, which September. And I am amazed at how easy it is to record an episode, edit an episode when on the go, either on my phone or in my laptop. And I'm getting paid for it. I get this sponsorship and I don't need to have, a huge listenership, which is pretty dope for the beginning. And it's free, y'all. So if you've been waiting to be heard on all of the sound waves, Apple, Google, etc., then this is your time. Get started on the Anchor app or online at anchor.fm and start that podcast today. So this is one of the poems that I've been rehashing and working on for my book. Hopefully I'm going to do like cover reveal and different things, but this is a multilingual poem and here it goes. Envidia. Mi piel reeks of possessiveness. Pensando que eres capaz de crear summers outside of me causes me to cringe. My heels click on the icy floor at the palace, reminding me how loud your absence is. I leave my signatures on your skin, so she can find them when you aren't looking. Remind her that the happiness she feels with you now is robado, stolen. Fighting unexpectedly for first place. Men seem to love me better when I run against my self-dignity and sanity. I wonder, does she feel like a warm breeze to my snowstorms? Is she everything I could never be? Does she heal the frostbitten marks I imprint every time we create winter in different dimensions? Is she better than me? Do you leave reminders of you behind so she, too, can smile the next day? I would never ask this outside of monologues. Second best seems to be all I know. wanting to be free.